What's up, man? Jeez. It's about time we got back into this. Fuck. We're finally here. Shit. Woo. It gets you excited. What's up? Yeah. I know I've said that a few times, but what's up? It's glorified music now. Not underrated overrated hour. Plot twist on you bitch ass. See, we decided to rebrand because underrated overrated hour was a flop, and so to speak, it might seem like there's potential. There was. But it was all business mindset. Weren't no fun into it. So, decided just to throw that bitch away, start anew, and now look where we are. We're doing a natural, organic experience for everything. We're not, I mean, we use a few hashtags here and there for our posts so we can get our name out there. But we ain't doing the follow me, follow us, follow for like. Listen, I know almost every fucking hashtag for that because it's all I use for underrated overrated hour. That's our following. I ain't gonna lie about it. But I did have some OGs that supported us in my community and other people that followed us from that page to our new page. So, you can't follow them all. You can't say they're all bots. You can't say it's all because of hashtags. But I can give props to the hashtags because they helped out a lot, and I will never deny that. Because I used to be a fucking big advocate for not ever using hashtags. I was like, nah, I ain't that desperate. I ain't doing that. I'm too prideful for that. Put my pride aside, look where it got me. And then I got power hungry and was like, okay, I'm going to make merch for this. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. You ain't putting no effort into it. Fuck you. I'm doing it all. Yada. And I fucked the whole thing up. I ain't going to lie about it. I fucked it all up. I fucked the chemistry up. But it's whatever. I learned from my mistakes. We're all human. That's what we do. So, get off my cock. Thanks. Anyways, guys, we're going to talk about the rebranding. Why it happened. What's going to happen. And everything of the sort. Why did it happen, Seth? Oh, person that's not in the room with me, I'll tell you exactly what happened. Because like I said, I fucked up. To get into a serious tone, I looked at everything from a statistical standpoint. I looked at the analytics constantly. I was, asking people like, hey, is this good enough? Hey, da-da-da. I was looking for justification, that's what I'm looking for, from other people to tell me if my craft was anything worthwhile. It was like if it was worth a shit. And that's one big mess up on my part. Because if you're doing something you love, it shouldn't matter. Like, obviously you want to know the reaction, and you might tweak a few things, but the whole operation should not be based off all that. It should be off, what do you want? What do you want to project? What do you want in return? It's that simple. Honest to God, it's that simple. But everybody makes it more complicated than it really is, myself included. But then I finally was like, you fucking idiot. It's this simple. Why don't you just do this? Do what you want. Here we are, doing what I want. The most controversial reviewer and spokesman for hip-hop. Because I'm a small percentage of people that doesn't like a lot of the bigger artists that everybody loves. I could give examples, but it might turn you off right now. You'll find that out later on down the road. I can tell you my favorites, but that's a little corny and I ain't gonna do that off the rip. Because everybody does it. It's like, oh, top five artists. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Like, that's a normal. That's like the normal thing to do. Fuck that. We ain't doing that. Like, it'll come out in spurts, I'm sure. Or I'll do a segment where I'm like, oh, this person, that person, so-and-so, he, she, whatever. Me one bow, you one bow. There you go. SpongeBob reference. Since the Super Bowl didn't decide to fulfill the perfect halftime show and they had the idea, man. Oh, they had the idea, but they didn't execute it well. I heard the trumpets and I was like, oh, fuck. They're doing this shit for the culture right now. They're doing this for us. And then Sicko Mo comes out of nowhere. The most overplayed song of last year. But I guess Travis Scott has one of those songs for every album. He had 2 for Rodeo. 3500 and Antidote. Antidote was bigger than 3500, I feel like, though. And then Goosebumps for Birds in a Trap. And then fucking Sicko Mo for Astro World. Whatever. He's a banger artist. That's all he's going to be really known for. Hate to say it, because he has a lot more potential, but that's what he is. He has a couple bangers on an album, and people put him on a pedestal. Not me. Fuck out of here. Your whole album that good? Nah. That's it. You're done for. You're done now. It's like Drake. Drake used to be a hell of a good artist. What happened? rapper turned pop star. People's like, oh, he's a hip hop legend. No. He's a pop star legend now. With songs like One Dance and stuff like that. Scorpion was terrible. That weak shit that he was trying to sublime diss on March 14th, I think is what it was, to Pusha T. You got a dent in your career, okay? You got a baby you was trying to hide from everybody. Like my boy Soulja Boy said, Drake? Like, who the fuck's that guy now? You know? Like, let's just... Fuck Drake. I'm just gonna say it. Fuck him. But... anyways, we talked about the why we rebranded. Now let's talk about the outcome, like what's going to happen. First off, it's not just me trying to run the whole operation. We're a collective. We're a collective of entertainers, photographers, authors, and more. You can't beat it. Especially in an area like this where everybody works in the coal mines or at Quality Foods or something like that. And for our people that don't know what Quality Foods is, it's a fucking establishment where they don't really pay their workers enough for the shit that they do. And they're kind of terrible. So, there you go. Shouts out to Quality Foods. I know TD's going to like that part, but what's going to happen and what's already happened, we become a collective of people. People from Underrated Overrated Hour. I brought the question to them like, hey, would you want to merge over to Glorified Music with me? I know how things went before, and if you don't want to do it, understandable. I'll find more people. I'll just work it out somehow. But the people that were down with me for Underrated Overrated Hour said, fuck you, we're coming with you. And I was like, alright, bet, come on. So, the people we had on Underrated Overrated Hour, being TD, Nathan Moore, Jordan Kitchen, Matthias Harmon, Corey Surgeon, and the likes of others, came with me. And at first, I ain't gonna lie, I was saying this is a me, I done this, Russ type beat. You know? Like, that's all it was. But then I guess grew up and was like, nah, you gotta work with people. You got to. So that's what I'm doing. Because we just added a new person to the community group. Her name's Carol Lester. She does photography. Shouts out to her. Whenever we finally get our merch going, in probably like the next month or two, I'd say the second month maybe, she'll be doing our pictures for it. So when we post them and we put her tag, which I could probably put a tag in the description of this, you need to go fuck with her because she's really talented, and I don't know how people haven't noticed that yet. Because you got like the people for our areas like Wes Wilson, actually just Wes Wilson. That's like the bigger name because you know he does get a lot of dope ass shots, and he does do a lot for the community. But you know you got to pay some homage to the women of our community. We can't do it without them. And Kara is probably the best female photographer that I know in this area. It's like there's this girl, I can't remember her name actually, and I hate that, but I promoted her on the other page for free promo, and she was easily the best female artist. Like, y'all sleeping on the women, why y'all doing that? I get it, hip hop and like mainly hip hop is just like a male dominant sport, but I'm just saying you got women out there that can do it better than half these dudes right now. I ain't gonna lie about it. Like, there's some people in my local group that I would put women over because they're that nice, and like they get overlooked because of their sex, which is fucked up. But regardless, well, with the what's gonna happen, that's one thing. We're putting more notice on different races. We're doing more notice on the genders. We're doing it all because we are all equal. I don't give a fuck what anyone says, and that's how it's gonna be in our little group. You think you're better than someone? Get out. Or resolve it. It's one of the two. You can get the fuck out or you can resolve it. And go on. So, yeah. We're also going to be doing more for the community. I think next summer I'm going to try to get a few people together and we're going to try to set up a Big Brother program. So that's an exclusive to whoever's listening. Because no one really does that. We have the Energy Express program, which is a phenomenal program. It helps with kids reading levels and everything of the such. It's people like to label it as like summer school, but it's really not that. It's a lot more fun than what summer school is, and I know how summer school feels, so I can say that because I also worked the program. But Like, there's a lot of stuff that people can do, but they won't do. Like, Energy Express is probably the biggest thing we got to help out the community. And, I mean, we have trail riders that come in for everything and make one West Virginia for some reason, but whatever. I guess where I live here, I just believe that everything's shit, and I don't know why you would come here. It's understandable, but, yeah, we're going to try to set up that Big Brother program. We're also going to try to set up some shows for local artists, hopefully to the best of our ability we can, wherever it can be. If it's in a parking lot or a stage or somewhere, we're going to do it because they deserve the shine. And if we can get them the shine, bada boom, bada bing, helps everybody out. And then we can get more talent, more people wanting to do more like artistic things instead of thinking like, oh, I gotta graduate and get a 9-to-5 job if I'm not going to college, or I gotta go to college and get something that I really don't want to do and I'm not going to be happy with. Like, yeah, be self-sufficient, dude. Do that, whoever is listening. Like, be self-sufficient. Work that 9-to-5 if you have to, but still don't give up on your craft. And that's one thing that we're really gonna focus on. Like, do not give up on it. But like, all in all, the things that we're going to do for the community, and not only for our community, but for the voices of hip-hop, is bring more awareness to a lot more issues in music and in our community. We're going to do everything. We're going to try. We're not going to try. We're going to fucking do the damn thing. You hear me? We're doing it. So, get used to it. But, yeah, so that's really, the rebranding was, it was a difficult process to really, like, it was a hard pillow. What the fuck? You don't swallow pillows. A hard pillow to swallow because it was just a big pride issue. Like, I think March of this year would have made a whole ass year for Underrated Overrated Hour. And that's sad to say because it didn't really last a whole year. But I'm thankful that happened because now glorified music can last forever. I don't give a fuck how corny that sounds. That's true. We're here forever. Get used to it. And like, it was just one of those things where you think that everything's running perfectly, and then finally you see a great decline in your audience, the likes and the views on your videos, everything. Like, you see a great decline, and you're like, okay, I'm really fucking up, and they can sense that. It's just business stricken. It's not for their entertainment. It's for me to get noticed. So I was selfish in that. I ain't gonna front. But this one ain't the same. Not any way, shape, or form. Because it's like I was saying earlier, the hashtags helped a lot build the audience. Now we barely use any because we want to build that organic audience. We don't want no fake bots and shit. I mean, I'm sure bots are going to come along the way, but would you rather have 1,000 followers and get like 30 likes and a couple comments and be exposed because you're doing the fake shit? Or would you rather have that upbringing of like 200 followers and you get like 50 to 100 likes or so many views? Like, I mean, I think it's the question's a very simple. It's a very, very simple question to answer. That's what I'm trying to say. I can't get the words out of my mouth for some reason. But yeah, the rebranding was just much needed, and it's a lot better now. And I don't know what else to say about it other than thank fucking God that all that shit happened. So, but let's cut the bullshit, okay? Let's cut straight to the music. Where are we at in the state of hip-hop? Ask yourself that. Where are we at? If you're a hip-hop enthusiast, I'm sure you can answer that. If you're not, then let me help you, my child. Where we're at right now, we're in a slow incline. And, I mean, I'm not saying, like, hip-hop's declining as a whole, because hip-hop's the number one rated genre of music. It's always been. I don't give a fuck what anyone says. It's just now got more notice. But we're in an incline for lyrical rap. Because before we was in a very great decline of lyrical rap. Like, if you think about it, last year all the OGs came out and showed out with their albums, trying to prove like, hey, we're still here. What are you gonna do about it? And then you had like the Lil Pumps and the Kodak Blacks and every one of them like, when do I put my album out? Because I mean, you have all these major artists that are like, fuck you, I'm going first, and then as a mumble rapper, unless you're huge, that's gonna fuck your sales up. You're not gonna get anything. And that was beautiful to me. Now, I'm not saying I don't want everybody to get paid for their craft because they enjoy doing it, because I do. But I would love to see lyrical rap, conscious rap, and everything of the sort come back to the surface and go further. Because that's what rap is. Like, it makes you sit and think. Like, it was literally called the Hood CNN or Hood News. whichever one, because whatever media platform would put out there wouldn't give you like the greedy details of something. Hip hop has always done that, always, and it's even more so now. Like I think real shit. I'm not gonna say it's quit, but I think what really sparked the fire again, like what ignited every bit of it, is whenever Joyner Lucas came out with "I'm not racist." You can debate with me on it. That's fine. You want to debate with me on it? Message me, and then we'll get on the podcast and we'll talk about some shit for about 15-30 minutes. I'm fine with it, but I really think that's what really sparked it back up again. So, and then since then it's like been an incline. Like it's been really slow and steady, but you see the process, and I personally can't help but get overjoyed with it, because I'm like, ooh shit, they're all coming out the woodworks now. What they gonna do next? Like, I mean, this year's been a slow year for hip hop. Like nothing majors really came out. I mean, if you count Harvard Dropout as a major album for mumble rap, which I guess kind of is, because it was supposed to come out in November of last year, then there you go. But if you want to go off conscious and lyrical rap, I don't really think much has came out this year. I mean, maybe a single or a feature from an artist, but that's about it, really. But we're supposedly supposed to be getting a Joey Badass album this year, which I'm thoroughly excited for. And then Q's long-awaited album, well, anticipated, I should say, is supposed to drop this year. I guarantee you Kendrick's going to drop something. Cole's supposed to be dropping something. Vince Staples is apparently supposed to drop 4 fucking albums, is what he said the end of last year. Which I don't know how I feel about that. Maybe like 2, beginning and end, or beginning, middle, or something. But whatever. More music for me to review. And like, it's just the state of hip-hop right now is growing. Like, it's never stopped growing, but it's like, okay, I'll make it better. It's blossoming back into that beautiful flower that you can just hear lyrical rap just coming out every petal. And it's beautiful. That might be a weird way to describe it, but I bet you envisioned it, and I bet you was like, what the fuck's he talking about? You're welcome. Open your mind. In the words of a cringy Russ quote, I mentally fucked the shit out of you, and that's the most romantic thing I could do. I hate myself for saying that, because that was cringy when I said it. I thought it was going to be funny. But, whatever. Let's talk artists, man. Let's talk them. Who do I believe is top in the game? No, we ain't doing that. That's that corny shit. That's a little bit. What should I talk about first? Community issues and local artists? Yep, I'm doing that. I'm doing that one. I ain't going to say the second one. I'll save that for later. But let's start with the community issues. We're going to get really motivational here for a few minutes. So be prepared. You got the main community issue. No one reaches out to the younger generation or people of my age group, which I'm not that old. I'm 21 years old. So I'm right there. So, I mean, whatever. But you don't have people reaching out. You have people in my age group reaching out to the younger generation, opposed to the older generation reaching out to any of us. They're all like, you fucking millennials, you ain't nothing but a bunch of snowflakes, and this and that. We set this country up for you to prevail, and you're doing nothing but bringing it down. No. It's just times are changing. Get used to it. I don't like it that everybody gets offended over every little thing, and I have to call people it, or a toaster oven if that's what they identify as. I don't like it, but I gotta deal with it. You do too. And you're just causing more of a ruckus by saying, well, fuck you. Yeah, you were born with a penis. You're a man. Dude, they want to be called a girl. Call them a fucking girl and go about your day. Whatever. It's not a big deal. It's not the biggest of deals that we face. You want to talk about something like more impactful that's more likely never going to leave because of people like that? Racism. Racism's at an all-time high now. And I hate it because being white and from a southern state, there's this immediate perception of, oh, you're racist as shit. And I bet you fuck your cousin while you're listening to George Jones with a chew in, with a Bud Light or whatever on your hip in your pickup truck out in the parking lot. No, that ain't the fucking case. I drive my mother's car. We share a vehicle. Okay? I listen to hip hop strictly. Talk about it. Run a page on it. Everything. Not everything is what you like. Not everything is as it seems. Okay, that's like saying that everyone from Atlanta is like a gangbanger that's wanting to fucking pursue mumble rap or trap rap, or that everyone from New York is going to bust out on you at every second with the "What's up, son? Dead ass B." You know, that ain't always it. You know, you got New Jersey. Now, I'm sure not everybody goes, "Yer." You know, it's just that stereotype. But this is the thing. We're finna break that stereotype for West Virginia. Okay? We're going to put Appalachians on the map. And I don't mean literally. I mean in a musical sense. We're going to do that shit. Entertainment sense. We're going to do it. Because we have actors from here that's famous. We have country singers that are famous. You got, let's see. No, that's Kentucky. Because that's Jack Harlow and fucking Bryson Tiller. They're from Lexington. Okay? So you got them from Lexington that are big. Well, Jack Harlow's a little bit littler. Bryson Tiller's a huge name ever since Trap Soul. But Bryson, I know you're not listening to this, but if you are, your second album was shit. Step your game up. But regardless, we're gonna do all. We're gonna put it on the map, dude. We're gonna do it. I don't care what anyone says. And what would be even nicer is if we had older people looking at us saying, you know what? I support you and your craft. And be honest. I mean, be completely honest. My mother's honest with me. Said there's a lot of competition. Said it's going to take a lot more time. And there's so much I've heard from my family. And they're not wrong. I've argued with them, but they're not wrong. This is going to take a lot of grinding to do because I'm A, from West Virginia. B, podcasts are huge now. And C, who really wants to listen to a white hick talk about rap music? I don't know many. Unless you're from around here. Then maybe you do. But we're going to break that stereotype. And then we're going to address more later on. But yeah, like, no one reaches out. No one supports each other. The second problem is where we come from an area where coal mines were huge. People say, well, them coal mines are open back up. You need to go down there while they're still booming. How about no, Granddad? How about no, Jesse? We ain't doing it. Okay? I'm going to stay over here. I'm going to work my job over in Logan. And I'm going to make something myself either in that if I end up loving it or in this podcast shit. Which I'm going to make something out of myself in this podcast shit. So, there you go, old man and old women. We're going to do the damn thing. Like, I preach to all the people in this group. Don't give up on your shit. Pursue your dream. Don't let anybody tell you, hey, you have to work 9 to 5 to be happy. Hey, you have to have an X amount of money to be happy. No, I could have $2 in my wallet and do this podcast stuff and be happy. I might be struggling and worrying about what I'm going to eat, but I guarantee you I'm still got a smile on my face talking about music. Because a world without music is a world full of depression. Think about that, really. A world without music is a world full of depression. And you tell me if I'm wrong. Because if you do, you must have a fucking screw loose, because that's just facts. I don't give a fuck what anyone says. People's gonna be like, that's an opinion, okay? And everybody has opinions, and I'm gonna be like, no. You humming a tune in the back of your head throughout the day? Okay, that's music. You're gonna be sad without it. If you just take music out of your life for a week, you'll be sad. Bet me on it, okay? Because all the sex in the world's not gonna make you happy without it. Nothing. Even if you don't listen to music, there's gonna be a song in your head. Without it equals big depression. It's your boy, Big Depression. But all jokes aside, the state of the culture depends on people reaching out to each other. We need an upbringing. We don't need people down our throats saying, you're fucking up. Do this, do that. We don't need that. We need more of people that are like, okay, I understand what you're doing, but you need to do something to be self-sufficient on the side just in case it doesn't work out, because I agree with that 100%. Be self-sufficient. Make sure that if you want merch, you can pay for it. Make sure if you want photography done for your model look or whatever, that you can pay for it. Make sure that you have these connections. Make sure you have everything intact before you pursue anything, because if you don't have it intact, you're going to be fucking up and scrambling all over the place like I did before. So take it from someone that done that. And then we have the community issue of drug usage, which hip-hop hasn't fucking helped that any. I'm not going to lie. Because drug rap's glorified. Suicide's glorified. Being depressed is the cool thing to do for some reason. And that pisses me off from someone that actually suffered from depression. So, fuck yins, okay? Fuck you. But regardless, like, our drug issue is at an all-time high. Like, there literally was a documentary on Huntington of the overdosage. Like, come on. You can't walk down the street without catching a fucking needle in your foot. Like, you might as well wear the most protective footwear in the world. To where if a needle goes through it, you get paid $1 million. It's everywhere. Pills on the ground, everything. Parents overdosing in front of their kids. Parents teaching their kids how to shoot up at a young age. You know, it's ridiculous. And someone's got to reach out to these kids and show them the love and support that obviously their fucking family's not doing because they're too fucking strung out to do anything. All they hear is, I love you, son. Because they're too fucking, like, messed up off of meth or whatever. Like, it's terrible. Someone's got to do it. We're going to fucking do it. Okay? If you want to be a part of it, there you go. Make a difference. You got to be the change in the world if you really want to see it. You got to do something to change your environment. And we're going to do that. So, you're welcome. And I'll accept my thank yous in advance. Bitch. Let's see. Local artists. That's a good one. Because nobody pays no mind to local artists. And it's sickening. Unless it's country music or gospel, no one pays attention to it. If it's rap, it's immediately frowned upon because we're from a southern state. And everyone's like, rap? That's what these people do, and da-da-da-da-da. And sometimes you'll hear some racist slurs come out of people's mouths when it comes to rap. And to all them people, I got 2 middle fingers held up right now, even though you can't see me. Envision it. If you know who I am, you know I'm doing it. But local artists like Fade, which is Corey Sturgeon, he's like the melodic version of rap. He's got the hooks. He's got the flows for it. I mean, and he's a phenomenal artist. He's the one that's got the most buzz around here, actually. You got Jordan Kitchen that's been in the game for a hot fucking minute. Got several fucking rap careers under his belt. Defeated. Because you don't want to battle rap him. I'm just saying. You don't want to get in beef. But you got Matthias Harmon, which is Loverboy. He's 17 years old and making noise right now, people. Come on. He's the same way as Fade. He's got the melodic flows. He's got the X-esque type shit. Like, he's got it all. And he's so young. And he's got more ways to go. Like, he's severely, like, super talented. Why are we not paying attention to this? We got DZ that's been in the game for a hot fucking minute. And, he does, like, the drug rap, I think, personally. And much more. Like, you don't pay no mind to these people because they're fucking rappers? Rappers? That's what you don't... Why? You want to listen to... I drove my truck down the road the other day and grabbed me a beer and got my hunting dog. No, fuck out of here. Or a Praise Jesus record. No. Like, really and truthfully, if you think about it, if it's by Kanye or Snoop Dogg with the gospel shit, it slaps. I ain't gonna lie. And that's a weird term to say for gospel music, but it fucking slaps. Regardless. Like, why are we not looking at our local talent and saying, hey, I see what you're doing. Let's work together. Let's bring each other up. Let's collab. Let's get these shows in order. Let's get paid for it. Let's get our name out there. Why aren't we doing that? Like, what's the deal? Is there a problem with it? Like, can you not shoot someone a message saying, hey, I see what you're doing. Keep going for it. Is it that hard? Is it really that hard to just upbring someone? No, it's not. You're too fucking lazy. You're too goddamn ignorant or hypocritical in a sense. Like, why? You could do something, man. Come on. They're doing more than you're going to fucking do with the rest of your goddamn life. You're fucking 50 years old hating on a fucking rapper. What are you doing? I'm old enough. I can do what I want. Fuck you, okay? You don't just completely shit on the younger generation. You just don't. Because then they're not going to want them out to anything because they feel like they are nothing. Like, and that you have nothing but yourself to blame. Because if you have someone constantly saying, oh, You want to be a rapper for the rest of your life, and you're from this state. Picture you're in a southern state. If you're listening to this and you're not from a southern state, okay? Say I'm a rapper. Granddad, I want to be a rapper. You want to be a rapper? A rapper? Why would you want to do that? Well, it's my dream. I really want to pursue it. Why can't, it's something I love to do. I love music in general. I love to be a part of it. You need to go work in the coal mines. You need to just go get you a pickup truck and go work in the coal mines or a local food store or do some odd jobs in construction or something of the sort. Being a rapper ain't gonna get you no money, son. That ain't how I got this house. And when you look at the house, it's a fucking double wide that's barely worth a shit that's been ran into so many times and got fucking meth heads all around it. Like, yeah, Grandpa, you're leading me in the right way. Like, I mean, it's not hard. Like, our local talent has no notice outside of this place. None. And another local artist that is fucking amazing is Ends. Like, why are we not talking about Ends? Like, he's lyrical as shit. Come on. You got, like, these people. I'm not going to mention any names because I don't like them. They don't like me. But you got these people in country music, right? And they're like, I'm the best thing that's happened to this state. And I'm like, I don't know about that. I really don't know about that. You're kind of terrible. But, I mean, like, I guess it's hypocritical because I just shitted on an artist that's around here. Whatever. Not everyone's good. Get used to it. The people I mentioned, fire. Fucking flaming hot. Get you a bag of hot Cheetos. Eat them. With some ghost peppers. That equals our local talent. And you can't tell me any other different. Because if you do, I'm just going to get you like, okay, whatever. And walk away. Because you're lying. Or you haven't dug into their music. So, like, with this group, with the local talent we have under our belt in our glorified music group, we are going to try to get shows going. We're going to do everything. We're going to do everything in our power to get you all up there. And if you're a local artist and I don't know you, please, for the love of God, message me. Because we're trying to get every local artist and bring them up with us. Like I said, we're trying to put Appalachia on the map for hip-hop. So, I mean, if you're a local artist, you want some criticism, come to me or Jordan Kitchen. I will send you to Jordan Kitchen. He will help you with, not help you by giving you his quote-unquote sauce, but he will steer you in the better direction than what you're taking. You know? Oh, again, another fucking artist I forgot. What was his name? I don't remember his rapper name, but it's Tevin Copley. Right? He's making music again. He's about to hit the ground running. I heard a snippet of one of his songs going to come out, and woo! Let me tell you something. That shit about to fucking blow. I'm telling you, it's about to blow up like a mother. I don't know. I don't know if y'all are ready for that. And then when Jordan drops his singles and his album, it's over. Over. I'm telling you right now. I'm telling you. Mark my words on it. Mark them. I don't even care. Because, man, that's my dog too. You don't understand. Like, you look at talent like artists and stuff, and they just want to do strict business, right? Nah. The people that are under our belt, okay, that's a fucked way to say it. Not under our belt, but the people that are with us, excuse me, the people that are with us are not strictly business. They want it's like a, hey, how you doing? Oh, I'm good. What it's just an organic experience. It's like you've known them for years, but you just met them. It's weird. It's like they reach in for hugs, and it throws you off. Like, whoa. What are you doing? I don't even know you. They don't care. They hug your ass. They'll sit there and talk to you with a heart-to-heart and everything. Like, these are actual people that are genuine genuine human beings. Like, they're not just all like, okay, I give you this beat, it's $50. There you go. It's like hey, you need a free beat? I got you. It's stuff like that. Like, that's just how we work because we want to help everybody out. So, I mean, like I said, if you're a local artist, or hell, if you're not even local and you're hearing this, don't hesitate. Go to @GLORIFIED.MUSIC on Instagram. Message me. I swear I'll get right back to you. Or go to the Facebook page. It's just Glorified Music, but it's glorified dot music. Same way spelled. Everything. The picture should be like it looks to me. It looks like some anime type shit because it's like a sunset with a black figure that's like a samurai in it. So, like, whatever. But it's supposed to be a lovey picture. So, but yeah, that's the Facebook page. Like, just go to it, and then I can steer you in the direction of these other people that you could work with, or they could work with you. If you're bigger than them, they can work with you. We can just figure it out. So, I mean, that's our local talent. But now, since we're towards the end of the episode, for you people that's not into hip-hop and are trying to get into hip-hop, I'm going to give you some fucking artists that you should look into. Because everybody knows, like, J. Cole and Kendrick, they're the titans of rap. You got Gambino and all them. People know these names. But I'm going to give you the names that people don't know. So that way you can watch them grow and say, this guy put me onto them. I got to watch them grow into a mainstream, not really mainstream, but like an extreme rapper like this. Beautiful. Like beautiful in their talent. 1. Curtis Roach. That one should be self-explanatory how you spell it. 2. Mir Fontaine, which is Mirfontane. J-Tech, which is J-Tek. J Squared, which is just J-A-Y, and then S-Q-U-A-R-E-D. Who else? There's another one on the tip of my tongue. I can't think of. Roman the Cartoon. Here's another one. That one should be simple, except it's R-O-M-A-N. I know some people spell it with an E-N, but it's A-N on this one. Who else is there? There's, I'll just check his playlist. By the way, we have a Spotify playlist. We actually have 2 right now on Glorified Music. Go to Spotify and follow the playlist. The 2 ones we have right now are actually artists to keep on your radar, which are for people that are either A, trying to get into hip-hop, or B, already know hip-hop but don't know these artists. And you can watch them grow, like I said earlier. You got Armani White, which is A-R-M-A-I-N-I-W-H-I-T-E. There's another one. Where's he at? Where are you at? IDK, which is self-explanatory. It's just capitalized IDK. Pouya. Yes, I said it. That's a name. Pouya. P-O-U-Y-H. That's the artist you should look into. Now, if I had to go off, I could tell you for sure what song you need to look into from here if you're looking for bars. It's called Cold, off the Camden album. I would encourage you to listen to the Camden album from top to bottom, then make your judgment, because that's the best way to judge him on his rapping skills. Okay, it's a mixture of everything, but it's a storyline too that you really have to pay attention to. For Curtis Roach, I would suggest going and listening to Extra Fries, and it's E-X-T-R-A-F-R-I-E-Z. Not a S, but a Z. It's one of those things. On Apple Music or Spotify. You can find all these guys on Apple or Spotify or any streaming service, really. If you really want to dig deeper into them, go to SoundCloud. If you're going to do that, then look up All Eyes on Me by Mir Fontaine. And it's spelled the exact same way that it was in Tupac's All Eyes on Me. So, that should be simple for you. Because I expect you know who Tupac and Biggie is. Because if you don't, and you just don't listen to hip-hop, and you just don't know those 2 names, there's something wrong. Because anytime you hear music, and hip-hop gets brought up into the equation, who do you hear? Biggie, Tupac, Wu-Tang, Big Pun, what's his name? Big L. You got Nas, Jay-Z, M. You got all these people. Like, I expect you to know those names. But if you don't, then you're welcome. Look into them. Then look at more into other rappers, because that's the OGs. Let's see. J Squared, he has a project called Detroit on Apple, and I think it's just on Apple, actually. I'd suggest you listening to Love First off that one. IDK, I would probably listen to the Trippie Redd freestyle. That's when I really started to fuck with not Trippie Redd, but IDK. Who else did I say? Armani White, I would look into the song Public School. Public School, Stick Up, and Wonderful. But Wonderful was spelt O-N-E-D-E-R-F-U-L. I know. It kills my OCD too. But yeah, these are artists that you really should dig into because they're up and coming. Some already have more buzz than the others, but some of them don't. They're like really underground. And these are artists that deserve the notice. Like, they deserve their credibility. But like I said, I expect you to know who J. Cole and Kendrick are. But if for some reason you don't, look into, if you want more of a bars in a song from Cole, I'd probably look into No Role Models or GOMD from 2014 Forest Hills Drive. Or High for Hours. That one's a good one too. Kendrick Lamar, I would look into Sing About Me, I'm Dying of Thirst. Oh, For Your Eyes Only, by the way, too, for J. Cole, if you want a good ass story. Sing About Me, I'm Dying of Thirst for a story from Kendrick. I, by Kendrick, if you want to feel uppity. You can either look at the studio or the album version. I prefer the album version personally, more emotion to it, but to each his own. You can go to older songs by Kendrick like ADHD, High Power, Backseat Freestyle, any of them. Like, if you don't know them, then there you go. There's you some song suggestions. Go look into them, and I promise you won't be disappointed. But, yeah, man. Like, we've been going for 41 minutes, and it feels like it's been 5, personally. And it's a better atmosphere now, dude. I'm telling you. Shit's a lot better. And we're coming at everybody's neck right now because we're going for our top spot. And you should do the same. Don't let people tell you otherwise. You want to be a painter, artist, author, something of the sort that doesn't have college classes for or anything like that, pursue it. Be self-sufficient. I promote that. Be self-sufficient. Get a job. Make sure you can pay for all the stuff. But don't quit your craft. Make something of yourself in it. Because when it comes down to it, anything's possible if you just put the work to it. Put some elbow grease into it, like everybody else says. Anything's possible. So, I got faith in you. I definitely got faith in us. And hopefully you do too. But there you go. That's the first episode to many more of Glorified Music. We've thrown out the underrated overrated hour. We're coming in with the glorified music. You dig? So, thank you all for listening. Be sure to tune in to the next one. I will set up a schedule on our Instagram page, on the Twitter page, and on the Facebook page as to when these episodes will come out. So stay tuned. Make sure you go like all the pages, follow them. Make sure you just comment, do everything. Because we want your input, for sure. Because if we don't have your input, then sometimes we don't have anything to go off of. But with all that being said, much love to everybody. And make sure that you never give up on your craft. Alright? Bye!